Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I'm just going to put it there. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just getting things set up here. All right. Okay. Okay. I think that's all of it. That's all. It's all that I'm willing to share anyway. Share two. I'm gonna now I'm just kind of waiting for people to get here and then I'll get started. Because nobody's here, then there's no point in even covering it, honestly. So I'll just go on with my day. Hi, Amber. No, this is beyond a no bueno day. This is PTSD. And people are wondering why. So I'm gonna let people know why. And just in case everybody was wondering, the book made it through fine. I don't give much of a fuck, but I do want to say this. It doesn't really have anything to do with anybody in particular or anybody at all. I'll give you a good quick example. Hi Angel, it's good to see you. And actually first, thank you everybody for I'm gonna just say it. That was a cry for attention. Yes. See, why do I need to get to a point where I need to be like that to get attention? Okay. Now remember, I still have PTSD going on. I'm most of the way through it. Daryl was a big help. My wife is always a big help. Hi, Jillian. It's good to see you. Now this right here, I'm gonna give you an example. So I'm gonna share my my thing here. All right, Daryl's also talking to me at the same time because I appreciate what he did, and I don't want him to think that I'm mad at him because I yelled a lot of fucking things. All right, this is one of the many things that happens to me on a daily basis. Every time I turn around, I am being subdued, put away, a second thought. Okay. Now, if you look at this is what I want you to see. The 27 posts. How many people did it reach? On an average, I hit about 20. Okay. 10. Look at that. 10. 8. 8 on my lives. Now, I'm going to scroll up. And I said, I'm going to shut this group down. Watch what happens. 193. I posted this 2 hours ago. It is my most popular post in 2 years. That is the problem. That's the problem. Restream is fucking this up. I have lost listeners. When I lose one listener, that's like half my fucking people. It's half my people. Gone. I said one wrong thing, so we're gone. Okay? It's me against thousands of fucking people here in Colorado. And everybody's like, good job, Dion, good job, Dion. But what I need is help. I need support. I can't do this alone. And I know I need to give direction. I need to give that. And please let me finish. I'm not particularly mad at anybody. I'm mad at everything, if that makes sense. It's just part of PTSD. I can't help it. Right now in my mind, like the world is against me. That's how it feels. Okay? Are feelings fact? In this case, no. No. But there's certain things I don't feel like I can say here. Like the devil is after me. He's shutting down everything I do. Every time I turn around, it's another fucking excuse to wait. And I'm tired of hearing it. Tired of hearing it. I've been working hard. I'm ready for the I told you so. I'm tired of being 50th. I don't want to be dead last in this country. Okay, that is one little example out of the things that I do, and I'm involved. Okay, I'm involved with every fucking step of recovery, and it is a lot, and I can't do it all, you know. But I also can't turn around and expect people to do what I do because you will get shut down. You will be unheard. You will lose your job. And you got to support your fucking family. Well, I can't expect people to do that, can I? No. I talk about some pretty hard fucking things. All right? So hard that people don't share my stuff. We love you. That's great. But if you want to help me, share my stuff. Share my videos. Nobody ever shares them. And now people share them because I asked. I shouldn't have to ask. If you like it, see, that's my determination on whether I'm doing good or not. And I feel like people are being selfish for me. Well, I want Dion all to myself. Well, you know what? Nobody gets that. Only Dion gets that in my life. And I would disregard about 70% of what I'm saying because about 70% of this is PTSD. But if people want to know, then I'm going to fucking tell you. Okay? Then being a man makes it harder. Oh my God, I get gaslit fucking all the time. All the time. I'm trying to protect AA from fucking falling apart like a leper in a fucking hailstorm, and people are fucking picking their nose. Can't even turn on their camera in a fucking Zoom meeting. Right? It's not easy for me to come on here and say, hey, this is what's going on. I'm a white male with emotions. I'm like the most unpopular person in the world, trying to make a difference. But yet people continue to attack me for no reason. Because I will say things you don't want to fucking hear. It's who I am. Eventually, I will piss you off. I'm going to say something. You know, I have to do certain things. My most popular live, you know what the title was? AA is not the only way. And my most popular live in 7 years. And it was because of the title. Then when they found out I wasn't talking about that I wasn't cutting down AA, they all left. See? It was a test. I wanted to see if I threw something like that up there, what would happen. That was years ago. See? So when see how Facebook took my negative post and put it to fucking everyone, but out of all the things that I do, that's what gets talked about with Dion. People tell me all the time, yeah, I was talking to somebody and I thought of you. And I'm like, that's great. Thanks for thinking of me. Thanks, I think. Why didn't you open your mouth and say something? I need the help. I continue to ask for help. People say, Dion, ask for help, ask for help, ask for help. I've been screaming it for 4 years. I need help. And people are like, that's great. You're doing great. That's passion. Oh, God, I love your passion. You're a great guy, Dion. You're this, you're that. That's great. But I need to see it. I need to see it. I don't like bragging that I have the quietest following in the world, but nobody said anything until I said I was going to shut it down. Now everybody's like, Dion, 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 Dion. But wait, say something before then. I'm a human being. I need encouragement too. But I don't get treated the same as everybody else. I'm always treated differently. Always. And I fucking hate it. I hate it a lot. Go into a meeting and somebody says, oh, Dion gets the double dip because he's Dion. Fuck that. Stop treating me different. Yesterday did you know it was Men's Day? Yeah, nobody said a fucking thing. Nobody said a thing. Nothing. We had a whole Men's Mental Health Month. Nothing. Nope, trans took it over. Thanks, trans. I'm not against trans. I have favorite trans people. But did you know that men are trans too? Just because a man has emotions? You want to see how fucking dangerous I am? I can show you. But I don't want to burn the world anymore. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the hard part, Angel. I do know everybody's situation. Like I was saying earlier, it's a legitimate fear. I do not, I do not expect my friends to share my stuff. I say, you never know what I'm going to say. I may talk about somebody in this area and you don't want to be a part. And I get that. I understand it. I get it. I do not expect people to do that because that would not be unconditional love in my book. But just like everybody else, I want to be loved for who I am, not for what people think they can get from me. And it isn't the people that are here and listen to me. It's not who I'm talking about Facebook. I'm talking about the government. Okay. Oh, everybody knows Dion, but where are they? Where are they? I start meetings, you know, Dion, there's nothing out here. Can you come help us? I come help. 9 months of nothing. And I've got to keep my chin up and keep a positive attitude. Fuck that. That was so unfair. It was. People getting mad at me, deserting, leaving, all this other stuff. But I can't get upset because I was a part of it. It's hard. I'm trying to figure out my relationships and stuff too. My sponsor's getting mad at me and that's not on him, just so you know. I'm a hard guy to get to know. You think I'm an open book, but no, I come on here and I talk about things. I give you examples, but if you think I come on here and tell you my life, you're wrong. I'm fucked up in the head, folks. I'm screwed up in the head. I may know all this stuff, I may have the knowledge, but I don't have the gumption to do it all. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Hey, Shane, it's good to see you, brother. You know, the thing is when it's PTSD, there is no answer. There's not really an answer. And God bless my sponsor, Daryl. My kids would not come downstairs and they were in the middle of doing laundry. I had to go back upstairs, tell them it was safe because that's what it's like. They're aware of what goes on with me and they're patient and stuff. But no, I don't like being that way. I don't. You know what happens to me? My heart rate goes really fast. Yeah. So what's the progress in it all? Because see, don't we have to look for the progress, right? Progress is I didn't have to go to the emergency room and get an opiate today. That's usually what happens. Yes, it does. See, I can't tell people that every now and then I got to take Ativan. I have Ativan. I don't have any right now. I don't need it. But I have to do that every now and again, or my heart will pop. and I will die. That's how dangerous it is. Okay? Right now, every ounce of me wants to write something up and go down to this fucking sleep out that they're having tonight and ruin the whole thing. I want 20, 30 of us, all the people that got fucked over by these people to stand up behind me and say, enough. We've had enough, you dumbasses. Get the fuck out. But it can't happen. It can't happen. I can't even ask because it's not the right way. No. It's what I want, though. And actually, in my mind, it is the right thing. It is. Okay. It's exactly what should happen. But I'm not going to ask people to put them in the same position that I am in. No, it's fucking scary. It is. Yeah. We have no money coming in right now. None. So how the fuck is all this going to be paid for? Let alone opening a house. I keep asking people to help me fundraise, and it just falls silent. And what that says in my head is people don't believe in me. That's what my brain tells me. I know it's not true. I know. You only tell me. Okay. I don't know of anybody else that knows themselves like I do. And you know what that does? It makes me feel lonely. It does. All of this stuff makes me feel lonely. But the devil is after my ass. He does not want me to do this. And I'm just some stupid fucking dude I'm not stupid. I'm just some dude in Northland trying to help. I'm not anything. Me. This is how PTSD works. I want to tell you I love you, but it comes out, what the fuck? And I can't help it. It is not something when I am like that, it is not regulated. There is not there's not something that can regulate it. I have got to yell and scream. I've got to punch shit. Thankfully, pillows are soft. See, I've learned. I want to jack up another finger. Okay. I punched a tree when I was drunk, and to this day, I still lost. Okay. So, yeah, that's a little bit. I mean, I could sit here for an hour and bitch and complain, but what the fuck is that going to do? I mean, I don't know what else I need to do, and I'm tired of fucking waiting. People are like, oh, God's time. I'm like, no, this isn't God. This is us. God gives us free will. God gives us free will. God doesn't God doesn't stop his children. He gets his other children to stop his children. Yes. And I deal with it daily. Daily. Sometimes it's my stuff, but 90% of the time it's usually because somebody has been abused. And we know Dion's safe. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to support you. It's all I'm going to do. If you want something from me, you just got to say the word. I'll fucking do it. I do not fear any man on this earth. I don't. I get told, Dion, be careful what you say. They're dangerous people. Fuck that. What they are is a bunch of children riding bicycles. Okay? That's how I see them. And no, I don't fear them. No, I don't. Why? Did you see me go off earlier? Would you want to be the person on the other end of that? Probably not. I wouldn't want to be. You want to know the number one thing that happens around me? Let's say I get mad at a particular person and there's 3, 4 other people in the room, they'll all laugh. I would too. It's called nervous. It's a natural human emotion. Now I tell you something. I don't like having control or power over people like that. I don't like it. I don't. So, you know, even in this, sometimes I wonder because there were four people here. Now there's two, and is there or isn't there? Because who knows if Restream's giving me the right number? See, even my numbers get fucked with. I never know what the truth is, and I just have to roll with it. That's okay. People keep saying life on life's terms. Fuck that. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. See, I was bullied all my life. I still get bullied. And I've always stood up to them. Even when I was a kid. I've gotten beat up more than once because I interfered with somebody fucking with a girl. Yes, the reason I didn't become a police officer, and I still want to be a police officer, and I'd be really fucking good at it. I'd be really good in government. I'd be really good at this. I'd be really good at that. But I can't seem to pick one. I don't seem to fucking be able to grow up. You too, Shane. Love you, brother. So that kind of gives you an idea what's going on. And this is something that happens to me on a daily basis. You know? So let's talk about being proactive. Let's I got to throw something good in here, or people are just like, well, Dion's kind of gone off the chain, and you know, these are just thoughts that go through my head. They're probably not true. We got to be proactive. Yeah. Hey, Eddie. Is that Eddie? Now, I know Yo Eddie's picture when I see it. How the fuck are you doing, dude? It is good. No, it's good to see you. It really is. I've always liked you, dude. Always. I have, Eddie. And you know what? Yeah, I would love your fucking help because you're like me. Okay. Even when that shit went down in the meeting, I tell you, dude, I voted against it. No, that is not how that shit went down. I've always had your back, bro. Always. You bet. Hey, Daryl, it's good to see you while you're here. I want to give some kudos to my sponsor because I'm not fucking easy to put up with sometimes. So thank you, Daryl. Thank you. No, he probably saved my fucking life today. Yeah. Yeah, Eddie, I chewed the other person out. It wasn't right. No. I don't like anybody that comes into A and causes division and bullshit and starts, no. Anyway, so being proactive is I need to end this on a good note, or Dion's just gonna have the same day. Okay. So I got through the yelling and the screaming. I'm done. I don't feel like doing that anymore. Okay. So where am I at? Well, I'm sad. I can handle sad. Sad's okay. But I couldn't, there's no way I could have gotten there alone. No. Okay. So I don't know what it is. I mean, I do know what it is, and I'll get to the the especially men. It is hard for me to get close, and here's why. Because every man in my life pretty much said, "I don't want you," so I gave up. I gave up. I just figured, I'm never gonna find another guys. So Daryl, thanks for fucking proving me wrong. I appreciate that. Now I'm a little closer to you. You survived my wrath. Now I trust you a little bit more and I'll call you more. Okay? Like anybody else, I'm making progress, right? So, but sometimes, as a sponsor or as a person that helps, we got to be the person that calls up and sticks our little fucking dirty finger in the pain. It's called You Can Lead a Horse to Water, Can't Make Him Drink, but you can shove his fucking head in there and make him wish he did. I was the horse today. And what happened? What happened when I got my head shoved into the cold water? Well, something automatic happened. I took a breath. See, that's all Daryl was trying to get me to take a breath. But I couldn't do it until I vented. And it's part of why I do what I do, because I know what PTSD is. And I'm the kind of person where if I know you have PTSD and you start going off, I know that you mean none of it. You may feel that way at the moment, but I know you don't mean it. Because I know that what's going on up here to here is not the same. I know it's not. And so when I say that things like the further you've gone down the scale, the more you can help, but it's not a challenge. It's not a challenge. And I'm not going to sit here and ask anybody to do anything. I am going to put my phone number in here. Eddie, I don't know if you have my phone number. I think I still have yours. Send me a text and we'll follow up this week, dude. I've got so much going on, and you would be probably, I think you would be a really good fit as the house manager for the sober living that we're opening up. You've actually been, Amber, I knew you didn't leave. I already knew you didn't leave. I figured you might be driving or something, is kind of what I thought. Like I said earlier, okay, it's those little things that go on where it says 4 up there right now, but I don't know if it's true. A lot of people weren't here in the beginning, so I'm going to show you some of my frustration. And I swear I'm getting you the proactive. I will end on something. In fact, I will probably just go ahead and do the daily reflection I was going to do. This is my part of my frustration. I'm going to show it to you. Okay. And I won't do it like I did earlier, but this is what I want you to see. See how this says 27 posts reached. Okay. On an average, I get about 25. See, there's 10. Mine have the lowest. When I go live, because Restream and Facebook don't get along, that's what I get. Out of the 1,500 members I have, it sent it to 8 people. Now I'm going to scroll up because I put something hard and arduous, and yeah, and Facebook loved this. 193 posts reached in a 2-hour period. That is the problem. That is the problem. Let me check my phone real quick and see if I really don't know who's in my fucking phone anymore. There have been so many people. Yes, I got you. Does it end with 5214? Just let me know if it ends with 5214, and then I know I got it. So okay, got it. What I'm going to do, Eddie, is I'm actually going to add you to I might add you to a couple places because I think you would be a great addition. We have a secret meeting. Yeah, it's called Grassroots Meeting. It's by invite only. It's not really a secret meeting. I just say that so people feel better about being invited because, don't we all kind of want to feel special here and there? I want to admit something first. I admitted this earlier, but yeah, when I go through that was a cry for attention, but now I have your attention. So what can I do to get your attention first? I don't want it to get to that point where Dion say, "Hey, I'm so frustrated. What can Dion do? What suggestions?" Because I'm willing to listen to suggestions at this point. Right? On what else I could do to get attention, because in Dion's head, bad attention is better than no attention at all. So, okay, thank you. Yeah, to get to the pause. See, now we're working into being proactive here. And what does proactive mean? Well, let's find out. Definition of proactive.
Here's the definition of proactive: of a person, policy, or action, creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened.
We would call it intervention, not intervention. We would call it prevention. Being proactive and prevention are the same thing. So, Colorado's falling apart but it's falling apart. It's going to die. And it's going to have to die first. Or we can't start over. See, we need a big reset button in Colorado. What needs to happen is this. Everything needs to be fucking shut down first. But it's not going to happen that way. So these places are going to start being shut down. Where are these people going to go? All right. It's a good suggestion. Thank you. Thank you. So where are they going to go? No, I'm actually a left fielder because even it and this is why I'm going to quit smoking because yeah, I'm actually pretty. I would love to get back to softball, but I feel like I'm out of shape. Yeah, that's true. Empires do historically fail, and yeah, I probably should have been a quarterback, but I was a pretty small guy. So, but yeah, I'm a left fielder because even if you hit a foul ball, you're out. I'm gonna get it. I will get it. But I'm gonna need that shortstop to run up. I don't have as big of an arm. I mean, it's only 3 feet away. It wasn't that good of a throw. I agree. Here's the thing. Colorado used to be number 7 in the country. We had the Arapahoe House was in the top 5 treatment centers in the nation. And it was systematically shut down on purpose. Yeah. So when I say everything needs to be shut down, what I'm talking about is good because I need that shortstop right there. And if I remember correctly, you were on Putt and Sober's team. I was on Sissy Paw's team. I was on the Colorado Coalition of Young People team. And Edit kicked the shit out of us every year, so it didn't matter. Edit's like the Chiefs of football right now. You couldn't beat them. They won it every year. Every year. And Edit had the most money, so surprise, surprise. Okay, but anyway. It's actually how I met a lot of people. We need that back. Now it's all about sober. So yeah. So what would be, we need to shut down all the sober livings. All of them. Not just a few of them. Any sober living that is under CAR. Now, see, this is where I run into trouble. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what CAR is. And this is where, and Daryl's helped me out with this a lot. He keeps on Dion. We don't know what you know. We don't know what you know in this area, right? Right? Because if I don't qualify that, then Amber's going to call me a midwife again. Midwife is something I use as an example of something I'm not very good at and staying in lanes. I do know a lot, and here's the frustration. Here's my biggest, I can do that. And it's actually CCAR. Is I have all of this to offer, and I'm not being given the chance to utilize it. Nobody asked me to tell their story at AA meetings anymore. No, I haven't been asked. People don't ask me to be their sponsor. When they do, They fail. They fail. So CAR, I don't know what it stands for, but they are the CAR was created by I don't remember his name, but he does have a very large home in Evergreen now. Yeah. It helps when you're taking kickbacks, you know. If you are sober living and you are not CAR certified, the treatment centers will not send people to you. How's that for a racket? Okay. I've called CAR twice telling them I'm going to open a sober living and recovery residence. And you know what they said? Good luck. That's great, Dion. Good luck. Do you hear what's missing? Oh, let us send you the paperwork. Let us send you the paperwork so you can sign up and be certified. That's the route that we do. We'd be happy to have you on, but that's not what happened. So what does that mean? Because Dion is known for reporting. Dion is known that I will report you if you are doing something wrong. So what's the problem? Why won't they send me why do they not want me to be a part of it? Even people in this field that are really trying, see, they can't do what I do because they're so caught up and they're making their money that if they stopped, they would not have a home to live in anymore. See, it's a catch-22. So, I'm having a hard time getting this money together so I can replace their income so that they can come to the light side, to the right side. It's a fuck of a challenge for somebody that makes no money. Now you see why I need help? I can't do it all. Somebody needs to straighten out central office. I need to do that too. Who here's on the Bridge the Gap committee? Who here's on the GSR committee? Who here goes to the central office meeting every month? Oh, that'd be me. That's me. We're being asked to start more grassroots meeting, in-person meetings by churches. Right now, I'm telling them, I don't have enough people. These are meetings that would be run the way the AA meetings should be run and not this weak shit. Not all of it. You want a really good meeting at noon, go to Vitality, not in person, the Zoom. It's a really good meeting. It is. That's a good meeting. They talk about solution. They get to, today I went and somebody picked on me and I was really hoping somebody wouldn't because I didn't have anything hopeful. I didn't have experience, strength, and hope. So that's what I said. And everybody was okay with it. And that was okay. And that helped me. Right? I said, because the subject was God. And I'm like, I'm mad at God right now. And Mom said that you don't say anything bad about somebody. If you don't have anything nice to say, shut up. So CAR is supposed to regulate the sober livings. Okay. And what they did is they made themselves look like a division of the Office of Behavioral Health. Now, some of you guys will remember this. Do you remember the Better Business Bureau? They're still around. Yeah. They're not a government agency. They just put the word bureau in it. They're a for-profit company. You pay to play. You pay to play. CCAR, you pay to play. Yeah, exactly. All right. What else is going on with sober living? The average sober living in Colorado is bringing in profit about $8,000 a month. Profit. Okay. Now, why is that? Because they say, well, and there you go, Amber. Exactly. So fuck CAR. They're doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It was funny because people say we have an A+ rating at the BBB, and I said, "Oh, you paid them?" No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You buy, sure you did. You get this if you buy this. You get this if you buy this. You get, it's a for-profit company. It's a trick. And sober livings, look how much money they're making. Oh, but Dion, then they take them hiking and swimming, and no, Yes, they do that. Let me tell you something. I'll give you an example. Guy right now, he's going to do some training. He's going to train some recovery coach. I tell you right now, he just take money. He doesn't, So when we do recovery coaching, the reason I didn't do too well at it was because I would only train people with at least a year of sobriety or more. Okay. And that comes from a clinical standpoint, and it's not something I will budge on. There's very good reasons for that. Okay. So he makes a statement, hey, the government, I got a government grant and they're paying me to train people. The cost of the program is, do you hear the problem? Okay. We call that double dipping. And you can't do that with government grants. They already gave you $5,000 or whatever. Now you're going to charge people another $1,000 to take the class. You got to see at that. Look at the racket. Oh, and I did a book, and I did this, and I did that, and look at this, and I'm the alpha, and I'm the milk. No. I'm talking C-car. Sorry. See, this is where it gets confusing. C-car, that's actually right. C-car is a training program. CAR is the program. Sorry. That's the program. Sorry. But you can see how I mixed it up. The recovery coaching training is C-car. And it's actually a very good training. It's just the trainers suck because they want to give you their point of view. When I went to recovery coach training, the first thing Rod Rushing did, I'm going to give you his fucking name. I don't care. Yes, I know. C-car. I'm C-car certified. I'm a peer support specialist. I've got 10 certificates. Who gives it? Nobody cares. You want to know what it does for me? Nothing. I went to get educated, not to show off a certificate. I just want to be better at what I'm doing. All right. So yeah, so CAR is what I'm talking about. It's Colorado Area Recovery Residents. There we go. Something like that. So thank you, Daryl, because even that is bad information and I'd lead you down a wrong route, right? See how important it is to have the right information in what we do? Because I know you do, Angel. I think you actually took more of the classes than me because I took the first 60 and I couldn't afford the rest. And they're like, oh, we can help you with scholarships. But weird, Rod never wrote me back. Ever, ever, ever. But the first thing he said in recovery coach training, because they're opened up multiple pathways, is he cut down AA. He said AA treated him horribly because he was gay. And I'm like, you're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. You are. Yeah. I'm sorry. I've been in AA for a long time. Does shit happen? Sure it does. I'm not going to say that there aren't unsafe meetings. I ain't going to say that. Because there are. Okay. That's why we need people like us in those meetings, though. That's why we need people like Daryl. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be sexist, but men, stop being fucking weak fucks. Start protecting our rooms. Well, I can't kick anybody out of AA. No, you can't. But I will 86 your ass from that fucking building. Teach that motherfucker a lesson. We got it. No, it is not a safe space, but gosh, can't we kind of make it safer? Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you. Good to see you. I love you. I love all of you. Not as much as my wife, but I do love all of you. These are a few of the things. So yeah, so when I call CAR, CARR, and I tell them I'm opening up what it say. Now I did this on purpose because I knew I wanted to see if they would be like, oh, okay, Dion. But what does that tell you? It tells you that they're doing something illegal. That's exactly what it tells you. Okay. Because I am known for reporting every single major RCO, treatment center, and government office knows who I am. I can walk into an AA meeting and somebody will know me. They'll know my name from somewhere because I just yak too much. I'm just trying to spread the word. right? Okay. So do I not have a right to write it? Let me put it this way. I was talking with a friend yesterday, right? So if we have an $85,000 chargeback, and this is fact, okay? It happened. 85,000. And remember, this happened in a year and a half. That's all it took for them to get caught in Medicaid fraud. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my calculator. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take $85,000. Okay, $85,000, and then okay, so every time you put in a DAT note or you spend an hour with a client, you get paid the maximum of $18. $18. Yes, that's it, Daryl. That's it. And they are pieces of work. We'll go with work. So if I get $18 each time for that, I'm going to divide this by 18 equals 4,722 times that they committed fraud in a year and a half. That right there is the truth. 4,722 times. And yet they're having a sleep out tonight, and people are going to give them. I'm going to tell you what will happen tonight. Okay. Because they're sleeping out until they raise $5,000. And I hope it's cold as fuck. I do. Okay. Now they're going to raise that money in a very short amount of time. They ain't going to spend but 3-4 hours out there. And then they're going to take that $5,000 and they're going to go help the homeless. How? How are they going to help the homeless? There's no resources. And the resources that do work do not work with them. They will not work with them. So where's this 5,000 going, right? Because I'm putting up a halfway house for homeless alcoholics that are coming out of detox because they can't work yet. You will fail with them every time. I know this for it, and it's fact. So their job, what they do is they have a scholarship and they will pay your first month from sober living. Your next month, they pay half and then a quarter. That's not enough time for a homeless person. 30 days is not enough time for a homeless person. We all know this. So where's that money going to go? Okay. Now, before we answer that question, let's remember that they used to be able to take all the insurances. Now they can only take Medicaid. Why? Because I called all the insurances, right? Okay. And I told them what was going on. Now they can't take those insurances. There goes about 80, I don't know how much it would be, but a big chunk of their money. Okay. Because see, this is the stuff that I know. So Medicaid pays 18, right? Well, Cigna pays 90. You got it now? It's not the Medicaid. All the treatment centers do it. Oh, we got 20 beds. One is Medicaid. Bullshit. That's why it's bullshit. Okay. Okay. What was the other thing that they were taking money from? The abatement program. What was the abatement program? The abatement program was the money that was sent to us because the Sacklers fucked this country up. You all know about the opiate crisis. Okay. Do you know where our money went? Do you know how these same people spent that money? They put roofs on sober livings. So I got a hold of the Colorado Consortium for Prescription Drugs who hand those out. I developed a relationship with the executive fucking director, Jose, who everybody else seems to know too, which is a good thing. And he was not happy. Now they're being investigated. So now, why? Yes, they do, Daryl. That's why I have the evidence. But since it is unregulated, nobody's checking. You do the same. Love you, brother. It'll probably be tomorrow that I reach out to you, Eddie, just so you know. Love you, dude. So where's that money going to go? Where's that 5,000 going to go that they're raising tonight, or any money? I'm going to tell you where it's going to go. It's going to go to their house note. It's going to go to their bills because they are broke now. Because I took their money. Why do you think they all despise me? Because I'm taking their money. I'm the Robin Hood of recovery here. The money ain't come back to me. But now I'm on the legislation portion of Colorado Consortium for Prescription Drugs. And next year, we get to decide where that money, you and me, these are the opportunities that I'm creating. I keep creating opportunities. People are like, that's great. That's what I'd love to do that. Then where are you? Because that's what I do. I'm tradition 8. I create service. My service work is to create service work. I'm really good at it. So take it. Somebody take it from me. End here shortly, but I would be remiss if I didn't thank everybody for listening and supporting me. No, this was not an easy day. It's only 2:12. After this, I'm wrapping up my day. I'm done. I won't be doing nothing else. Nope. I gotta go take care of me at this point. But I couldn't just go do that without letting my friends know that I was okay first. Because that wouldn't be fair either. I don't think friends do that shit to each other. You know, just like I had to admit, yeah, it was a cry for attention. Yes, it was. It isn't anything else. I'm human. Right? You know, so that gives you that tells you. Yeah, well, yeah, let me tell you something about these people. They're smarter than you and I. They're smarter than me. They are. And we're also dealing with true narcissism. This is not narcissistic tendencies. Okay. The Hornbuckles are narcissists through and through. It's not addiction. It's narcissism. And yeah, I said their name. We need to beat me up. I know people say, Dion, you got to be careful what you say, but I'm only telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth, and somebody's got to do it. I do not fear them. No. What I do fear is being abandoned. Isn't that weird? Yeah, it's creative accounting. No, so here's the thing. I've gone through every single government agency but one. Okay, but I'm not sure how to go about it, and I haven't had the gumption yet. But it's the same agency that took down Al Capone. And that would be the IRS. Sooner or later, it's got to be looked at. Okay. You know, and I wouldn't imagine it'd be too hard. Hello, IRS. Yeah, I don't know what these people are doing, but I do know they got caught in Medicaid fraud 3 years ago, and you should probably take a look at them because they're making a lot of money, but I don't see anything happening. It's probably that easy. Okay. But this is kind of what goes through my head, and please just let it be what it is. Gosh, these people have screwed a lot of people over. Why are you not angry? See, they got caught with the $85,000 chargeback. They didn't pay for it. No. I know people that lost their fucking houses, and they weren't paid that amount. Yeah, that would have been me if I wouldn't have caught what they were doing. And I tried to tell everybody, but nope. You just want to be. I warned and warned. I'm like, you stick with them. You're going to be the fall guy next. You know that's right. Well, and there you go, Daryl. And that's where I can be not as mad at God, right? Because I thought I was missing shit. I thought I was missing out, but I wasn't missing out on anything, and I'm still not. Yeah. Well, the government has the proof. Yeah, I have proof. I have receipts. That's what we call it now. We have receipts, right? And but when I start giving you those numbers, you can see what I'm. Okay. So why is it hard? Because sometimes it feels, well, no, this is just fact. It's me against all of them. Every single sober living, every single recovery coach is pretty much told, don't talk to Dion. I'm on the no-no list. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Go somewhere and bring up my name. Seriously. Watch what happens. Either people be like, oh, I love Dion. Oh, I hate Dion. Why can't you just love Dion unconditionally for what he is then? Because, isn't that what we all want? So the proactive part, everything else that I'm doing is the proactive part. What's going to happen to these people? I'm not against sober living. I'm not against recovery coaching. I'm against the people doing it right now. Against the owners. Yeah. Now, another example, I was supposed to have a meeting with somebody on Friday. They sent me an excuse. I still don't quite buy it. Okay. Oh, looking forward to talking to you all this. Hey, this is what happened, blah blah. Okay. Now, if you're going to reschedule on me, this is what happens. Hey, Dion, I can't make it today. I have time on this day. And that wasn't said. See, I know when not to contact you back. I call places, I talk to them. If I don't get a certain reaction, I don't give a fuck how good I think you are. Nope. Called the place last Friday. They're like, oh yeah, they said they'll call you back. They definitely want to talk to you. I call back on Monday and the guy's like like he's fucking taking a shit or something. He didn't listen to anything I said. And at one point I'm like, is there somebody else I need to be talking to, or are you kind of the person? Because that's okay too. He's like, oh no, it's me, and my name is Clifton, and I don't care. And what I got was, oh, send us your information and we'll look it over. Nah, no. Hey, I got this going on and I'd really like to talk to you. Okay, we're done. We're done. That I'm not kidding. That's how it is. Hey, how many? I could start naming off fucking a lot of people that have chose to ignore me. There are times I'm like, I got a bunch of stuff I'd like to donate to Sober Living. Oh, we need it. We need it. They're like, oh, we need this. But when I do it, oh, they don't want it. They don't want me anywhere near their sober livings. Oh, no. That goes back to Carr. When I called them and told them what I was doing, why was I not offered the paperwork? And I've asked them. They will not reply to me. They won't answer me. I will ask hard questions. I don't care who you are. I was talking to Aurora Mental Health on Monday. There are a couple times I said, no, you're wrong. Thanks for that, but you're wrong. No, we cannot do it that way. And then they come back, they're like, well, government rules and we got to go by that. I'm like, yeah, no, I absolutely agree. You have to go by that, but I do not. Oh, so you're saying when this goes on, we don't need to use the government. We could just call the AA hotline. Now we got it. They asked, what do you want, Dion? I said, I want when you go to Google that AA be listed right after 988. That's what I want. Colorado Consortium of Prescription Drugs. They said, well, how do you think we should spend our money? And I'm thinking to myself, you're fucking kidding me. I said, how about some PSA announcements? How about some prevention? Why don't you put together a group of kids that don't want to do drugs and have them go out and tell people the effect of drugs? Or maybe, just maybe, go look at the state that's doing the best and copy them. Why is it that I need to give you this information? And why the fuck aren't you paying me for it? It's part of the problem. I'm tired of not being paid for what I'm doing. Yeah. And I have other reasons for that. I have other reasons for that. It has to do with my wife. Yeah. I want to go on vacation. I'm tired of asking people to buy my shoes. Tired of having to fucking use food banks and everything else, and so that these people over here can go sleep in a fucking park and raise $5,000 because, because they play music. Ah! Fuck. Lemmings. Lemmings. They're all lemmings. All right. An hour, and I barely touched it. But those are some of the things that, when I have a post and it's negative, it's 222, by the way, 198, and I bet it's gone up since. All right. So, and yeah, look at it. And people are all sad. And, I'm going to tell you something. You're sad. Why? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is your brain after you've done drugs. Yeah, kind of. But see, I'm getting hearts and sads and things like that. But where was and see, it's not on them. What is up? Okay, now it's at 240 posts. 240. 240. But yet, when I go live and say, I've got your back and I love you, and all the great things that come out of my mouth because I allow God to work through me, not. And that's what's wrong with the fucking world. Let's stop letting people get to the point where they want to kill themselves before we give them an encouraging word. Be proactive. Yeah. You want to see what it's like? Go to lunch with me. Angel went to lunch with me yesterday. She got to experience what Dion does all the time. And you know what I do? I make it better wherever I go. I do everything that I can. I will joke. I will laugh. I will do what I can to put a fucking smile on your face. But I also call you out if you're an employee and you don't wash your fucking hands. And I did that yesterday too. Actually, I walked out and he was using the kitchen sink. And I said, I'm glad you were washing them because I was getting ready to chew your ass. Next time, do it in the bathroom so we see it and we know and have confidence. Yeah, that's what I do. I will say something. Go touch my food, motherfuckers. But then I'll make the waitress laugh. She wasn't having a good day. I could see it. And then I got to share what I do. Okay? And now she's gonna start doing it too. And Angel probably will too. The challenge is you gotta make one person a day laugh. I've been doing this since I was 17. I'm 54 now. Right? Yeah, and MAD was a better prevention program than any program we've ever had. MAD actually won the war on drugs. We were winning. But I hear you. Yeah. That's it. It took a tragedy to become something first. And what I'm saying is it doesn't. Yeah. Well, and you guys are hearing me. I'm sorry. Now I'm just mansplaining it. Right. But the challenge is you got to make one person day a laugh. Let me redo that. You have to make one person a day laugh. And there's only one rule. It can never be the same person twice. And you're going to run out of family members and friends real quick. And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go out of your way. Why do I do this? Why do I do that? My depression. It's my depression. Yeah. I want you to be depressed because I don't want to be depressed. Because if you're depressed, I'm going to feel depressed because I have this sympathy and this empathy, right? Yeah. If aging, I'm aging, if there wasn't a need for them because of prevention. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm at least at a place where I can regulate my own emotions. So, but let's remember that, if you go through this too, there are people out there that will help you. It might be a little frustrating. Actually, well, she was a good waitress. Waitress. So I was thinking, there's a song by Live called Waitress. And I'm like, is there a way I can play without getting in trouble? But no. Like, come on, baby, leave some change behind. I'm a big Live fan. Ed Kowalczyk is one of my favorite singers. So I'm just waiting to see if God has anything else to say because Dion said everything he needed to say. All right. Thank you. Thank you. But it is nice to let everybody know what it is that I kind of go through. And I'm glad that you agree with me that it's bullshit and it's not right. Because what that does, it makes me feel a little less lonely. And that's what I'm really coming down to here is what I'm going through, loneliness. Um, and and it isn't that I don't appreciate the fact that, because I'm doing all the right things. Like that I do know. And I'm talking to the right people and they like what we're doing. It's the waiting. I don't want to wait anymore. I've waited and waited and waited. I've been waiting years. So, and now until I get what I want, I will continue to yell and scream. Oh, it's in the process. That's great. But while it's in the process, do you know how much shit we have to talk about? Yeah, we better get to that. Better get to that. So, oh, I'm supposed to write Adams County and find out where we're at with the location. I'm going to do that next. And then I'm done with today. So thank you, everybody. I love you. Peace out.